A regular job and a big dream can't live in the same body peacefully. I'm gonna say that a little louder for the people in the back. A regular job and a big dream can't live in the same body peacefully. So we all want to do the thing that we love for work, right? And we all don't want to work a regular job. I mean, I don't know about you, but I don't want to work a regular job. And listen, if you love working a regular job, I am not discrediting you at the end of the day. As long as we are all happy, that is all that matters, okay? And it's not that jobs are a bad thing, it's just that time is the currency for big dreams, and regular jobs takes up most of that for a lot of us. But bills gotta be paid, and I don't know about y'all, but I ain't finna stand on no corner. Get me a regular job. I mean, wait, hold on. Will I stand on the corner? Now, I've had a lot of jobs, okay? I've had an insane amount of jobs, and whilst they were all paying me, none of them were fulfilling me how I wanted to be fulfilled. In fact, since I got my first ever job at McDonald's, I don't think I stayed in one job for one whole actual year. And that is kind of crazy to think about because I've definitely had over 15 jobs since I first started working. Listen, I was a serial job hopper, okay? I had no issues when it came to finding a new job, and I did not hesitate to quit a job if I was not happy or if I just wasn't feeling it. And for years and years and years and years and years, I have wanted to start my own business, just my own thing in general. I remember the first ever idea I had, and I remember talking to my best friend still of almost 10 years about this. Shout out to Tyler. And that business idea was actually a gymwear brand, which I wanted to call Samora. And then I had another idea of wanting to start a dance company called Crown Vibe Studios when I was in university, and none of those ideas obviously saw the light of day because we're still here working a regular job. And I would say since 2023, I really started realizing how suffocating regular jobs were to me because I struggled to build my own thing around them. When I say I struggled, I was coming home with no energy to do anything, no energy to create, no energy to film. I was drained by the end of the work shifts, and it was very, very hard for me. And I am not gonna lie, I am gonna sneeze. Oh my god. Excuse me. Bless me. Bless my little soul. So yeah, I was finding it super hard to like create around working like a full-time job. And don't get me wrong, there were times when I was working part-time jobs. In fact, last year I was a 0-hour contract gym receptionist, and I really, really wanted to work a 0-hour role because that meant I got way more freedom, probably the most freedom I have ever had since I started working, to work towards my dreams, right? And I'm not gonna lie, even though I was working that 0-hour contract, I didn't have a plan, and that was where I fucked up big time because I was in the most ideal position, but I did not have a plan, like a solid plan. Whew, but you live and learn. You live and learn. And at one point, I mean, we all saw it on social media, that whole trend, that whole craze of quitting your job and pursuing content creation. I'm not going to call it BS, but for me, it didn't work. Okay. I quit my job and I decided I'm going to pursue content creation full time. And I did not get anywhere. Well, I didn't get where I thought I was going to be. It was kind of like that trend gave me the permission that I was looking for. But in giving myself that permission and not having a plan, it didn't go according to plan. Like I was a sheep. Bad bitch. I was a sheep. So trust me, if you think I'm going to stand here and tell you guys to quit your job and pursue your big dreams, you are wrong. I am not going to say that because it works for some, but it doesn't work for all. And that's what a lot of people, I think, failed, including myself, failed to understand. Just because it works for other people does not mean it's going to work for you. And that's okay. It just means your journey is looking a little bit different. It might be looking a little bit more scenic, you know? There might be a little bit more for you to see. and that's okay. So yeah, like I said, don't think I'm gonna sit here and tell you to quit your job, because we ain't doing that over here, okay? Like I said, we got bills to pay. The job that I worked in 2023 that really gave me that feeling of suffocating was bus driving. And guys, whoop-de-doo, it's 2026, 3 years later, and I'm back here again. If you are working a regular job, this could be full-time, part-time, shift work, 0 hour, it doesn't matter. If you're working a regular job, I just want to let you know that there is nothing that you are doing that is wrong, okay? Do not make people shame you for working a regular job, because one thing a lot of these people on social media will do is they will make you feel bad for working a regular, whether it be 9 to 5 or just a regular job in general. They'll shame you. And I don't think that's right, personally. I don't think that's okay. So I think the main thing here isn't about, oh, I don't want to work a regular job or I need more time to work on my dreams. I think it's more about slightly shifting the mindset, shifting the perspective. I don't think we should necessarily work on planning the goal around escaping work, but more so about planning the goal around the work being the dream. Because with a regular job, you're not gonna have so much time to work on your dream. So even if it's 30 minutes a day, it's very easy to say, ideally, I want to have this amount of days to work on my dream, or this amount of hours a day to work on my dream. And yes, whilst we all would love to be in our ideal right now, we still need to remember that we are building towards the ideal. So we have to plan around what we already have rather than planning around what we wish we had. So take me, for example. I work 7 days in a row and then I get 2 days off, 7 days in a row, 4 days off, 6 days in a row, 2 days off, and it goes back to 7, and that kind of repeats. So on those 2 days off, I used majority of that time working towards my dreams. And then during the week, so all the days that I'm working, I might have 10 to 15 minutes here on my break, or 5 minutes this day, or 30 minutes before work, or 10 minutes after work, to just jot down an idea that I might have had during the day. There's even times, and I fucking threw the papers away, but on my, hold on one second, on like my work papers, I don't know if you guys will be able to see, but I would like write down like ideas that I would like have, and then I would bring the papers home, sit on my laptop, and I would talk all of them out to Claude, and I would make notes and plan videos around the ideas that I've had in that day. And a way I think everyone should kind of think about it is putting 5 minutes here and 10 minutes there is better than putting nothing in at all towards your dreams. Your dreams are not gonna grow if you're not putting any form of motion towards it. Like, we need motion, even if it's slow and steady motion. At the end of the day, motion is motion, okay? It's going to push you, it's going to move the needle towards you achieving your big dreams. And the final thing I'm going to say here, because this is kind of my perception on things, think about your regular job as a bridge and not the destination. Because at the end of the day, you already know where you're going. You already know what your destination is. Your destination is your big dream. So the regular job is nothing but a bridge to that big dream, or even a side quest, if you want to call it a side quest. And if you take away anything from this video, just take away this. It's easier to build your dream on a bridge than it is to build your dream with nothing underneath your feet. Hi, I'm Sean, and I intend on becoming your favorite YouTuber by the end of the year. And over here, you know what I'm saying, we chit chat a little bit, we have a little bit of fun, shit. And I feel like you should subscribe because we have fun over here. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. And hopefully I won't be ill. Ciao.